Hello, my name is Dylan, and today I'm going to be talking about my distinction project. If I were to talk about all the lines of my code, I would have about 1,100 lines to cover. So instead, I have decided to condense all the important information into this infographic here. Now, of my enemy types, I have only four: basic, fast, which goes quickly; tank, which has high health; and a big boss, which is supposed to spawn at the end of every level. Now I have three different towers: basic, sniper, which has far range and a high damage; and mortar, which is splash damage. Of all of these functions, only three are quite important. The update towers are what allows any of these towers to attack any of these enemies over here. And then for the move along path, it allows these enemies to move along a defined set of path, either preset or user defined. And then this draw section is what draws all of this logic out and allows the user to see it. These two highlighted functions we'll come back to later, as these are my high distinction functions. And this is the actual game itself. As you can see, I've skipped ahead a bit to the second wave to show you how it works. So you can see you can hover over the grunts and see their health fall down. Then you can hover over the towers to see their current statistics. You can choose any of the towers down here and place them down. You can also delete towers and get back half of their cost. Then you can choose to activate explosions, and then you can, for example, press freeze and you will freeze. And then for here, this grunt immediately gone, and then they have a cooldown. It is possible to win the game, and it is also possible to pause the game and stop it from running. So you can see this grunt still moving. And then you can either win the game or you can lose the game. For the sake of time, I shall do neither and actually return to menu and show you that I can start any type of game that I want. And now I shall move on to the high distinctions. For my high distinction, I'm going to be talking about two different functions. First is update waves. This update waves contains a complex suite of equations which allow randomized enemy spawns, and also an enemy spawn timer which becomes progressively and more tighter, which means that more and more enemies will spawn with lesser delay over time. And then next is this create custom path. For my endless game mode, I allow the user to actually define their own path, and the enemies will actually then follow the path as long as it is at 90 degree ranges. Now, the reason why these two I consider to be HD is because I had to use some a library for math that's available in C++ to calculate the distances and the directions of the points, and to also to calculate the timings and to allow the enemies to spawn in a progressively harder manner. That's all. Thank you.